Semper Fi, Airsofters, and welcome to the day. I'm Curtis.
And I'm Sean.
And we are Foxtrot Defense Airsoft. And today, we have a special guest for you. You want to introduce our guest?
Today we have Wookie Airsoft.
Yes.
Hello to everybody.
You can stop looking like a chode now.
Got to hold it. Hello. I am Mark from Wookie Airsoft.
Tell us a little bit about what you do.
What do we do? We are an airsoft war game event host stationed in Middle Tennessee, or I should say based. I should stop saying stationed. In Middle Tennessee, we host large scale wargaming events, much similar to what you would call a milsim, some major differences. But yeah,
now if you guys aren't aware, he actually just had his first event. You want to go ahead and talk about how your first event went?
Operation Stormbreaker. Yeah. That was a fun one. What was it, 39?
39 Beacats. Yeah. I was almost one of them. It was a hot one.
I did have to strip his weapon from him. And
yeah, it was bad.
We had, it was a fun one. I forgot to follow the, what was it called? Farmer's Almanac?
The Farmer's Almanac.
Yes. Farmer's Almanac.
Farmer only.
I forgot to follow that. So it was a hot one. So we had temperatures at like 95, but with the humidity, I felt like, yeah.
It was 103, I think, every day.
Yeah.
It was hot.
It was bad.
But it was still a great game.
Yeah, it was weird. It was weird successful. Because it was our very first event, but it was also an international event. We had Mike from Tactigear come out, or Tactica, sorry. An Australian-based company. We had representatives from Carolina, Ohio, Florida, Alabama. I don't think we had many Mississippi.
You don't get too many Mississippi people anywhere.
Yeah, I don't know about Mississippi. Toby, right? The Infidels, they showed up big time.
Did they?
Yeah, I mean, 30 guys is pretty big.
They still lost.
Oh man,
it was good though.
It was fun. It was fun. It was a good representation from all types of groups too. We actually had two kids come out there. They weren't in their Speedsoft gear, but I know them as Speedsoft from my home field. So we had them, people who only play mil sims, and then people. We had, I think it was 12 that I've talked to. It was their very first large scale game. They called it a milsim, but again, we don't call it.
Because when you look at it, you think of it as a milsim.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I almost operate it like that.
Yeah, it's hard because we are a veteran operator. I was in the Army. So when you say military simulation, I'm like, this is not. So we won't, it's just how we identify. We don't smack talk other people's events, but it's just, yeah, we will never call it a milsim.
So, are you the one that created the Wookie Airsoft team? Because it was a team first, correct?
Yeah. No, actually, incorrect. It was not a team. It was not drunk, but sober idea sober joke from my buddies and I, because we kept wearing ghillie suits. When we play, I like to use bolt action and ghillie suit. My little brother Dalton, he likes to wear a ghillie suit, but use a machine gun. But we always wear a ghillie suit.
Okay.
So we heard the term Wookie one time. So we decided, we're like, all right, we are now Wookie because everyone needs like a little group name. Right?
Yeah.
So we're like, we're Wookie. And we would jump in the bushes and just make Wookie noises from Star Wars. If you ever seen that. Like a bunch of men just doing dumb stuff. Like
That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
Just having a good time.
Just like babies.
Yeah. So pretty much that's how it started. We all wore ghillie suits and made funny noises. And what better name? The name we go by. Wookie. It's awesome.
Yeah. It's awesome. So why don't you tell us a little bit from that point on, what led to where we are now?
All right. What was solid opening. I was like, so the closest one, I want to say Stonebreaker, right? The one you went to?
Is it in GTI?
GTI, is that the close one?
I mean, 6 hours if you want to call that close. Close, adjacent.
That's what we. That's what we had. Those are our options. And then the Milsim Mercs, they came in with their prison event, the Brushy Prison.
Brushing.
That's it. That's all that Tennessee has.
Yeah.
And that sucks because Middle Tennessee alone has a player base. I think our research determined 530 players, ranging from a casual to people who love the sport.
Yeah.
And that was Middle Tennessee alone.
Not accounting East Tennessee and
But not counting
Tennessee.
East Tennessee or West Tennessee,
had-
including the guys up in Paducah over in Kentucky, not including the guys just across the border in Huntsville. Yeah,
That's an impressive number for Tennessee.
Yeah.
impressive and no events. So what? Yeah, why do we have to drive hours? So I was like, all right, what does it take?
I mean, Tennessee is pretty central in the United States, so
God,
well, in the East. So
yeah, so I was like, all right, we can do this. So we started Bushwookie. Now, my better half, Bushwookie 6, we'll call her, Natalia, she, this doesn't work without her. This does not work without her. She has ran her own business. So she does all like the boring stuff, like the insurance and stuff.
yeah,
I get to do all the fun stuff.
the hard part. She has to do the hard part.
Yeah, we should interview her.
Yeah, pretty much. I don't know why I'm here. I don't know. Thank you for having me. Without her, this doesn't work.
And next up, Natalia.
There's no Natalia. What the steel chair? This doesn't work without her. But we start with that an idea. So she helped guide me. I'm like, hey, here's the cool idea. You need left and right limits. Like you set the range. You need your left and right limits.
Lateral limits.
Yeah, your lateral limits. So she helped hone me in. It's like, oh, we need this, and this. What about insurance? So we called around. I won't lie. A large part of our success was partnering with the right people now from our maiden year.
Yeah.
It's our first year from the time of this recording.
Who were those?
Well, there's a bunch of bozos from Foxtrot Defense Airsoft.
We did not.
Yeah, so you guys are amazing. Our staffing. So staffing makes or breaks anything, even from your open rec play, airsoft field that you go to. So we partnered up with the Mercenaries. Mercenaries Incorporated is actually the business name. With Zach over in East Tennessee.
Zach Straight.
Yeah, Zach's, you guys will know him better as the people who are juggernauts at the noob day at ACS Airsoft. Those are the Mercenaries. Partner with them, and they provide staffing, and it's just, instead of having to take a friend of mine who doesn't know anything, and it's easier when they just know like what to look for already. Like I did not have to teach any of my staff chrono.
Yeah.
I've saved.
Right.
I know it sounds easier than you think, but trust me, it just saves time. I can focus the time elsewhere. This is great.
Point and shoot through home.
Running around like a chicken with your head cut off.
Everywhere.
That's for fun. All right, listen.
You were
Everywhere.
A manly chicken. Don't listen to these.
But in all seriousness, you responded to every heat cat, any issue that it was there. You jumped right on it. We saw you run from a scooter.
You had a scooter and you ran.
Again, thank you to my little brother, Dalton. We actually popped his tire on that scooter. I don't know what we ran over, but it lost a lot of air. We use electric scooters.
Yeah. And on a very fast scooter, we had a real world happen, and we watched Mark throw it to the ground and run
Yeah. Well, hold on.
through an open field.
No, I gently placed it.
Gently placed.
Well, no, because there's two ways. My mindset's two ways. First of all, the very important thing is safety. All right. All I know is blind man. That's the real world thing. Just call blind man, then we can find out what's actually happening to the radio.
Yeah.
So the only thing I know is that there's a real world emergency. He could have lost a limb. He could have lost an eye. It could have been a heat cat. We don't know. So I have to get there as soon as possible to find out what's going on.
Yep.
And I find it as a two-part thing. One, fix the problem. Is it a heat cat? All right, let's get him off the field. Get him hydrated. Get him back in the ice water, all that stuff. 2, get the gameplay back on. I get it. It's all about safety, but we want to try to find the good balance of make sure everyone gets their good value out of it. And hey, yeah.
Be understandable about it.
And that's why I think it's so easy in the airsoft industry, because they're like, I'd rather live
Yeah,
your time.
I think a lot of value comes from safety.
Yeah. So we want to be known as a safe event, not a
Iffy.
iffy.
Yeah.
I'll give you a little sneak peek. So we call it the script. Sorry to jump around like this. We call it the script. All behind the scenes planning, Excel sheets, insurance, talking to people, marketing. It's all called the script. On the script, one of our in bold things is don't make a sale, retain clientele. We're not here trying to be like, all right, thank you for coming out. No, we want you to say thank you for coming out. We want to see you back. Yeah. So that's why we do stuff like the loyalty discount and all that stuff.
I mean, you guys did on Sunday. You guys were there greeting people as they left. Yeah. Because you guys had your tent set up right in the spot where people drove in to the camping area.
Yeah. It's like the guys would like to do it. Like, if we had the same 200 people come back every time, that's great. Yeah. I'd rather have that than trying to, beg and be like, oh, you should try us out. No, I'd rather just have the same 200 people who enjoy the product come back.
But if you had one person that had a great time and he's got a buddy, he's going to bring his buddy to have a great time too.
Exactly. Peer-to-peer marketing is the best, 100%. I can buy all the Facebook ads I want. In reality, the product itself, or I guess you would call the game itself, needs to be the best. It needs to be, because it's just as you said, you're going to go back, be like, dude, that was awesome. Yeah. You got to come try the next one. That's where we see our biggest things. So that's how we try to deliver. We had to cut a few things back. But for this upcoming event, we're introducing them there. Like the IDF factor. The EG67s from Enola Gay, they weren't. The shipment hadn't arrived from overseas yet, so we couldn't simulate the IDF.
You could try.
We could try, but then it turns into like, hey, you're all dead. No. I'm going to drop bombs, so you're all here. Yeah, you probably.
It happens.
It happens.
I mean, I remember getting IDF at a TCA event, and one of the staff just came up with a pistol and started shooting people. He said, you just got IDF, you're all dead. Hey.
We rather avoid that.
Sometimes you got to do what you got to do.
You got to do what you got to do.
Improvise.
But this time around, now that they're back on the market, we just got our order in. We got like 208 sitting at the warehouse. But, so we get to introduce stuff like that. But we didn't want to dial back the main product of what it's all about, which was like scheduled breaks, for example. That's the main difference.
Not going to lie, that probably saved a lot of people.
I think it saved myself at one point.
I feel like you need an escalator for that hill, though, the next time.
Hey, talking to Natalia, but she was right here, and I was looking this way at one point. And she's like, over here. I'm like, oh.
Speaking on that loyalty, why don't we talk about this code that you just gave out?
No.
As of right now, guys, loyalty code, Foxtrot D1. It is $10 off on your next admission to, what is it?
Eagle Strike 1.
Eagle Strike 1.
And how long is that active for?
This is active until August 9th.
August 9th. So you got that time to watch this and get your discount.
But there's stuff like, a lot of you might be listening to this as you drive. We don't have Airsoft podcast. So this is why I'm loving this you guys are doing. You don't have it. Anything that's out there is, well, I'll keep the words to myself, but it's just good to have a podcast out there to listen to and hang out with. So I want to stick around. So there's a loyalty discount. Keep watching their videos. We'll keep putting discounts out.
I know Sean's got some questions about something coming up for you.
Oh man. Can my shirt stay on for the question?
I don't know. Can it? So tell us exactly what's going to go on your next event that is going to be different than the first one.
Okay, so pre-context, these are called war games. Airsoft war games. A milsim to us is continuous gameplay. That's why we don't do that's just how we identify it. So we do war games. So it separates into 3 phase lines of play. We call them phase lines because it's airsoft. We all love using military terms. So phase line red, yellow, and blue. We also have a series we host are called campaigns. So Stormbreaker is a campaign. That's a 7-part campaign. This is Eagle Strike, which is a 4-part campaign. What does that mean? There's only ever going to be 4 Eagle Strike. You will see the end result of all of your actions. We don't write hardcore lore. Well, we do, but we don't script the gameplay.
Right.
But there's lore there.
Yeah, we give you much like Warhammer, I guess, for all the nerds out there. There's lore there, but your actions write the outcomes. But to answer your question, Eagle Strike is a new campaign. October 4, 5, and 6. So Eagle Strike is the basis of it is House Helios has initiated Operation Eagle Strike to take control of Pred City in the Hardin Valley province. We like using stuff like that because it helps bring more immersiveness in it. Because the location we're playing at is Predator Armory Airsoft, and Hardin Valley is one of the local towns, whatever. So this is like fun little gameplay.
Sounds more legit.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, all right, this is cool. It's all LARPing at the end of the day, right?
Hey, you do what you got to do.
Sometimes. Yeah. But House Draken has caught wind of this and has dispatched a task force to come and take control of Pred City first. That's the logistics of it, or the lore of it, sorry. The 2 gameplay things, 2 major things. I won't lie to you. I was supposed to bring them to show you guys. That's my bad.
You didn't even bring the posters.
I'm so sorry. But there's going to have these little game perks, and we'll post it on the Facebook page. Little things you can find around the battlefield. They're never going to be a main objective. So I should probably tell you about that. What's cool about our product is, or our games, is that whatever your style of gameplay is, you can get that at our game. If you like shooting people, okay, your team needs that. Don't kill the other team. You like high volume of fire at our Bushwick Airsoft events. 1 person and 1 person only can shoot full auto machine gunners. That's what we don't do. We know other events do SMG rules. I know Natalia has been yelling at me herself. We're not doing SMG only because there's a lot of reasons. We're not doing that. But so that also adds value because, like, for people who like to lug this heavy stuff around, when you get nerdy about it, it makes no sense. Grab an M4, put a bag in it, right?
Yeah.
Well, that sucks. No. So we like to give people, like McLean and now whoever this is, but machine gunners have purpose. You get a reward for lugging around the heavy weight right here. Your reward is you shoot full auto.
That's right.
But yeah, we're going to have if you like helping the team out by reviving people, well, you're probably going to play a medic role. If you like sitting in one spot for 3 hours and making sure no one takes that spot, play a defensive role. If you like playing, if you like playing hide and seek at our events, you don't score. So commander roles for our events are different than almost every other event you probably ever played at. Commanders are not supposed to be in firefights, and there's punishments if they are. Every time a commander's killed, it's minus, I won't say the exact number, but it's worth pretty much an entire objective. Commanders cannot die, and they're instructed to, tell the truth and stuff like that. But there's punishments for commanders getting killed. So if you like sneaking around, shooting HVTs, find the commander. That style of gameplay.
He came to me.
Yeah.
He came to me.
Tony, we found him. Yeah. We found him, Tony.
He came to me.
Oh man, and that's another funny thing is that's what we do. We reward you by the enemy team losing points. And what did the players do? They put a real life bounty on House Helios.
They did. They did.
We hopped that fence. It's like,
Hey,
saw him and
I said we're going through this fence.
I'm sitting there trying to enjoy myself and like just keep the gameplay going. And I get a rumor like, yeah, there's a bounty on someone's head. I'm like, what? 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 Well, yeah, they're willing to pay money if you kill them. I was like, what? Yeah.
I was like,
Yep. You don't tell a Marine that he's got an objective to kill the
Oh,
commander and
Semper Fi.
oh wait,
Semper Fi, and we did it.
Yeah, but yeah, and so the game perk idea, it's never going to be a requirement. You just get rewarded if you go do it. So we have the relic system, which will be artifacts you can find to help score your team points.
right.
So if that's fun for you, winning points, okay, you probably want more than just complete objectives. You get no points for killing the team. That's just the sport, right? You just whatever. It's capturing objectives, blowing up objectives, defending them, finding relics. The game perks you don't score points for. You score rewards. For example, all right, I'll tell the number. All right, there's going to be eight game perks at Eagle Strike. One's going to be a speedball, and the 7 are going to be IDF perks.
Okay.
So every one you find and secure for that phase line, my apologies, phase line yellow is when you unlock IDF. So each team has a commander, executive officer, and a forward observer. The forward observer is the one who actually calls in artillery. The commander issues the order for artillery. So an FO is just not sitting there blowing people up. He's just waiting to be told to go blow people up.
Blow people up all day.
Yeah. if you're sitting here like, dude, we can really take them, but they're in the way. Well, just have your FO blow them up and then go take the objective. Like,
That's right.
so if you want that ability, you better dispatch some people to go find some game perks because that's where you're going to get the most. Each team will have some to start out with. But the team, if you don't want to be blown up all day, you have, I think, pretty much 3 options. 1, keep killing the enemy commander. 2, keep killing the enemy FO. 3, go find all the game perks. So they're not calling it in, you are.
That's right.
And then you have the speedball game perk. The speedball game perk is pretty much going to be a case. You can call it into a certain location. It's a supply drop. I don't know if you called it in the Marine Corps speedball. We call it a speedball, maybe log pack. Basically, a truck will drive by, throw your duffel bag off, and you kept spare magazines in there.
No, we had to lug all of ours.
Oh,
We didn't have those fancy things.
sorry, Army.
That's right.
McLean's laughing in his air conditioning. Right?
That's right. He is.
Laughs in Air Force.
Chair Force.
Share Force. But a speedball is going to be a resupply. So inside is going to be, I should know this as the game master. Call it 2 smoke grenades, 5 EG-67s, and a bottle of 0.32 gram BBs.
Just one bottle?
Listen, I can only fit so much in a case. But, you know, if a certain deal goes through, might be 2 bottles.
Nice.
But then a reload for you on the feeling grenades. So for those of you who never used one before, or maybe priced out of affording them, well, okay, go find the speedball perk. Go find it.
And then you got grenades.
Here's your chance to use a grenade. That's what we like. We use a lot of game enhancers. So anyone can shove 300 people in the woods and tell them to shoot each other. Well, what happens when 300 people are in the woods and you put a cloud of like 50 smoke grenades in front of them and they can't see nothing? That's not something the player base is used to. They're used to player thrown smokes.
Fog of war.
Fog of war. And we actually found a behind the scenes deal. But we purchased 100 smoke grenades for Stormbreaker, and then found a behind the scenes deal for 100. And I think I had like 50 left. Yeah, my one admin, Zach, actually gave him a full case of 50, and then I was like, "You have any left?" He goes, "No." We ran out like phase line red and red. They were just constant smoke.
That's right.
Like it's that we want to create an experience that you go home and you're driving down the road and you reminisce about it. You're like, that was a fun time. Right. We want to create something you don't find anywhere else. Game perks. That's the major thing we're introducing. That and Indirect 5. The FO role. Because EG-67s are back on the market. Thank you, Enola Guy. Thank you.
That's right.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, Pred City. Eagle Strike 1. Did I answer your question fully? I'm sorry.
So you guys haven't, get your tickets now for Eagle Strike.
Yeah.
Check them out on bushwookie.com.
Bush Wookie Airsoft.com.
Airsoft.
Fancy man.
Leviosa. And if you can't get there, go on Facebook and check them out.
Yeah, that's right. Bush Wookie Airsoft on Facebook. That's actually the best way to stay up with immediate update.
Yeah.
Yeah, right there on the group. Yeah. So that's Eagle Strike 1.
How many campaigns are you guys looking at? 2.
All right. So we are it's a complex answer. You got the time? We are a tier 1 sponsor for an upcoming, is it considered a charity event? The Six Flags?
I don't know the technical classification of it.
Okay. I'll call it the
event.
Airsoft. Yeah. The Six Flags event, the real Six Flags event.
That's right.
A little inside joke.
The one and only. No, not too soon. It was too soon for them.
Yeah, it was.
But we're a tier 1 sponsor for that event in September. We're going to reveal our new marketing banner there. So that is going to be actually to add more value to that event. If you're going to the Six Flags event, you will be the first to know. Come find our booth and ask us about all of that.
Hey, not everybody was lucky enough to get a ticket.
That's true.
That is true.
That's true. I won't lie to you. I actually don't. My mind's so cloggy right now. I don't remember who won the golden ticket at Stormbreaker.
Dakota.
Odell. Yes.
Yep. Dakota.
From Sam.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's right. Good job, Dakota. And that was really cool. Again, if you don't mind, thank you again, Freddie, for sponsoring us with a golden ticket of that. That added so much value to the event. It was crazy. Thank you for that. Thank you for McLean for delivering it. Thank you for Curtis for doing what you did.
I was just there.
But I will tell you now on the podcast, there's going to be 8 war game series. The 9th one is actually our charity event.
Okay.
The Hot Gauge charity event. I was going to leave it there, if you don't mind. I want to reveal. I want Six Flags to be the.
Is there any teasers that you can give us?
We want. Well, yeah, because I don't like. I want to find a balance between, not spoiling stuff at the same time, not sound like we don't know what we're doing.
Yeah.
We will only have 4 live campaigns at a time.
Okay.
So you will, if we want to introduce the 5th campaign, well, we have to finish something out.
Yeah.
Before we introduce. So that's a hard line rule.
So we started a Stormbreaker series, right? How many is in Stormbreaker?
7.
Seven.
It's a 7-part series.
And now we're starting an Eagle Strike?
4-part series.
So what are we going to finish out first?
Oh, no, Eagle Strike, because there's, well. I think Eagle Strike might finish first, actually, because there's 7 Stormbreakers to do.
Yeah.
I think that's the reason why. And because Operation Scorpio will be launched before either of those games. Don't look at me like that.
Operation Scorpio?
Don't worry about that.
You guys ain't heard it.
Operation Scorpio. So Eagle Strike introduces the 3rd faction in our lore called the Court of Crows. Operation Scorpio introduces them on a bigger level. I hate you. But they would be their own force, if you will. So Eagle Strike will be a 3-faction game.
Oh.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I know we talked about this. It's Stormbreaker. I know we talked about this.
It's not.
Correct. That's because we know how to do it correctly.
Okay.
Damn, I love smack talk. No, but they're not an NPC faction. That's actually the hands down the main difference.
So it's a separate entity in itself.
Each of the 3 teams hate each other. House Helios, House Draken, Court of Crows. They're all shooting each other. There's no like, let's team up, bro.
Oh, it's probably going to happen.
And we're good over there.
We're good at what we do. The way we build the objectives, we actually got a little clever with it. There's no way for you to do it. If you want to team up with the Court of Crows, for example, they have something you desperately need, and their objective, cough, cough, hint, hint, is to not let you have that. So the gameplay is, we built that into the gameplay.
Oh, that's going to be awesome.
That's the key to having this be successful. But Eagle Strike 1 is also going to be what we call a soft opening.
So why not hard?
Happy?
meow. So a soft opening. That's why you'll notice tickets are not open for Quarter Crows. They're more of a closed faction for now. Eagle Strike 2, they won't be an open ticket you can buy. But it's, yeah. So much information. All right, let's see what we got here.
So are they going to be Wookiees on the Court of Crows?
No, Quarter Crows is what you would call your black team faction.
Okay.
That's multicam black solid, no gray coloring. Your gear doesn't matter. Top, bottom, and your headgear if you're wearing them. So their helmets have to be black. They can't be gray. The reason why is because gray comes in. When the Emperor's Blades get introduced. I'm not telling you.
How many events are you looking to run a year?
Oh. So, in order to be very successful, you have to maintain passion.
Mm-hmm.
How do you maintain passion?
Keeping it going.
Pretty much. And also, I have to continue to play Airsoft myself. I cannot do this for a living. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. I can't, because then it becomes about money. It doesn't become about the player. And that's what we find most success in. That's why we partner with a lot of good people like Striker Airsoft. They understand.
Did you just
Striker Airsoft Industries.
partnering with them?
We're trying to get something going there.
Something.
Actually,
There's the teaser.
we'll see. But we're working something out with them. Pay very close attention to the Facebook group. Actually, this week at the time of the posting, or this video.
Nerdy card.
Because, well, yeah.
Oh, I will, because I need some more BB now.
But it's going to be great. So that, yeah. So events per year. I want to do probably no more than 6. The reason why, that allows me to still go out and play.
Yeah.
Because I have to, like, April, we want to keep clear. Because April will allow us to attend VFA's
Charity games.
Yep. We want to keep that clear all the time. So, like, April, we would never host something.
Okay.
It's just because I want to play too. I'm not being stingy about it, but I like playing other stuff too. But, yeah, so you're looking at max 6.
Okay.
For 2025, you're looking at 3 events with a bonus goal of +1. Yeah. So we're opening up next year, February 28th, with Stormbreaker 2.
Nice. So we already got a date for that. Save the date.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah. February 28th, March 1st, March 2nd.
Nice.
Petersburg, Tennessee.
Petersburg.
South of Shelbyville, for those of you who need to figure it out.
That was
Middle Tennessee.
Yep. Near War Trace. Not too far.
Yeah, actually not too far from that.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, so, yeah, that's another thing. Despite the names, I should probably bring this up. Like Stormbreaker 2, it's not at the same location every time. It might be.
Okay.
But not, yeah, it's just let you know.
It's kind of like,
We're going to anchor some things on that hill to climb it, because that was awful.
We recommend when you attend a Bushwick Airsoft game to bring expert climbing gear with you.
Zeke.
Bring Zeke.
You didn't run that mile that day. You need to.
And if you don't like hills, there's plenty of open field.
We should have went to the back. I'm telling you.
Yeah. Actually, if you don't mind, so at every game, admin-wise, we do an admin after-action review, gameplay-wise. For all the survivors of Stormbreaker 1, we're definitely changing the spawn point Draken was at.
Thank you.
It's going to be up the hill instead of down the hill. That's already hardcore happening. Yeah.
Yeah, that was
We host their house.
I was confused a little bit.
Yeah. I was like, no, it's a good idea.
It's like I was hauling a generator and a fan for the respawn point, and it was, wait, we got to go down there?
Dude, I am so sorry. I think at one point he just said, "Here's the fan." It's like, wait, a hill? I'm not. I got this.
Well, that's what we love about the game. So it's asymmetrical warfare. Yeah. So at every single Bushwookie game, you have the ability to go construct a TOC, a Tactical Operations Command, which will act as a mobile spawn point.
or CCP.
or CCP that can be blown up. We consider that what's called a roll 2. I don't know if you guys use rolls in the Marines. So
We use crayons.
oh,
Yeah, books.
what color? This would be more of a roll 2 location. So that's what's cool about it is like, yeah, it's a respawn point.
But it's temporary.
Yeah, if you guys don't defend it.
Yeah.
But again, the sneaky players can go blow that up, and you score points for blowing it up. It's fantastic, yeah. But yeah, the fact that it's not like we made a little adjustment for the heat as for the talk supplies. But Eagle Strike 1, there will be no adjustment. You will carry a foldable table. You will carry 2 wooden stands. You will carry a pack of screws. You will carry a power tool. You will carry 2 7-foot long 2x4s.
Or carry a truck.
Technical.
Technically. And you will carry your, goodness gracious,
Technical.
war trophy. Well, sorry, yeah, war trophy. Each team is assigned a war trophy. House Dragon, it's a cutlass, a sword. House Helios, it's a Spartan shield. You have to carry that. So you have to figure out as a team of complete strangers, because you two get paired up with a team of 7 that gets paired up with a solo. You have to figure out how to carry all this to this spot and get this set up, because one man can't do it. I mean, that's a great option. That's a great option, actually.
Like Adam's the gunner.
Figured it out easy.
Bed of truck.
But that's what's cool about it. Stuff like that, asymmetrical warfare, drones. I do have to say this, but I'm not allowed to elaborate. Keep your mouth closed.
Wait for it.
There is going to be the introduction of traps at Eagle Strike.
What?
Watch where you step at Eagle Strike. It will be safe.
Punchy traps?
No, not punch. No.
Claymores?
Listen, I'm not allowed to elaborate. But cutting the right wire is going to matter. And we will provide the cutting tools. Don't worry about it.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and take a class on EOD after this.
Yeah. Straight EOD. Unravel from this tree, take wire over. This
Colorblind.
So, an EOD technician is setting up the traps. Yeah, I will tell you that.
Man.
He can't go hardcore on it or obvious security level. Yeah, security reasons, but he can do basic stuff. He's allowed to do basic stuff. So yeah,
I am allowed to use that against the enemy too.
we'll be recording this, and I'll give you a hint. House Helios has to worry about that more than House Drake. You guys have something way worse to worry about. But
Winner.
Yeah.
Can't leave it on that note.
Oh, hold on, man. Oh, boppity boopity. What are you talking about? House Helios, House Helios has to. We'll be fine.
Encouraging words. You'll be fine.
Both in the moment.
Yeah, both forward observer roles actually are already filled. Now's a great time to tell you. We have a new sponsor. Sorry, I didn't tell you guys. This is Grunt Paw Tactical. They are a reseller of, or distributor, I guess. They sell thermal and night optics. But they will also be selling other products.
Dibs.
And
Right there with you.
Mr. Rice, the one who owns Grunt Paw Tactical, will be the Helios FO. Then we have Mustache Matt doing the Draken FO.
Nice.
Quarter Crows do not get one.
We do commanders yet?
No, commanders have not been selected. We have to, when it comes to commanding, it's strategic. Again, there's punishment for dying. The XO leads the men into combat. The commander should not be in combat. Yeah, rear with the gear, or gradually as they take gradually moving up to get his command and control.
I don't know what you guys were taught in the Army, but you lead from the front, sir. Dang right. Lead from the front.
As leaders do that. The commander does it from the back. The commander
they're not supposed to be in the rear with the gear. They're supposed to be up front leading the charge.
And that's why we created the executive officer role, so the XOs can actually lead them. They actually execute the commander's vision. That's why we do that.
Never being the CO.
It was weird though, because when the Army was at D-Day, we didn't see any Marines there. It was the largest amphibious assault in history. Oh, sorry. I didn't see it. We're gonna end this podcast with a fist fight.
This is gonna be entertaining.
We're gonna get my teeth kicked in. I was worked out in years.
We're not even going to talk about the Battle of Fallujah, okay? Or, excuse me, battles of Fallujah.
Oh,
No, we had to do it 3 times to be exact to save the Army.
Listen, saving the Army, the chow is mighty fine.
Oh, I'm sure it is. Getting ran out of a city.
Oh, that's actually a good segue. Don't forget, military. Now and forever, you always pay $100 out of events. So we for upcoming Eagle Strike, yep, it's actually comes out to 25% off. So we did 20% off before. We bumped our military discount to 25 off.
Okay.
That applies. It's a multi-discount. So veterans, active duty, National Guard, sorry. Law enforcement, sheriffs, corrections officers, firefighters, EMS. So it applies to all.
Yeah. And how are you?
Families, cops, and military.
And what are they required to show?
Email us, and we have to go through the vetting process with their email. Yeah, shoot us an email so we can get you that code, get you all set up, because the code does change per event.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. We don't. It just gets the code gets in the wrong hands. We don't want.
Yep, that makes sense.
But yes, please reach out. Don't buy your ticket without the discount code. All right. Just do it. You sacrificed enough. Let us do some sacrificing.
Well, we appreciate everything that you came on today to say.
Yeah.
It's been a very informative. I think more so than you wanted.
Detectives. Yeah. There's not like this stuff.
But we appreciate
it. I'm just gonna delete my partner. And also our third partner, by the way, I got to squeeze it in. Predator Armory Airsoft themselves.
Awesome.
They donated our chronographs.
Nice.
Yeah, they were all about it. All about it. But yeah,
it's been good.
Our 3 partners.
Nice.
Number 4 will be announced this week. Yeah.
Appreciate everything you do, everything you're gonna do, and everything you have done.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah.
It's gonna be great to see everything that you have to accomplish.
Yeah.
And to be alongside you.
Yeah. It'll be great to watch. You're great to watch.
I'm great to watch.
That's
man.
On that scooter.
We'll wear booty shorts next time.
Hey.
Flag booty shorts with American flag band.
You know what?
Yes.
Let's get that cowboy
hat.
Yes.
I'm gonna talk to Matt. Give me this cowboy.
Get the cowboy hat.
A quick shout out to Warrior 12 and all their clothing apparel. If you guys haven't, go check them out.
Warrior 12. Oh, okay.
Yeah, and check us out on Airsoft Network with our partners.
Oh, that's
our partners at Airsoft.
Exclusive. We didn't get to tell you, we are officially partners.
That's right.
Airsoft Network. Check them out on iOS or Play Store.
Yep.
That's great.
And airsoftnetwork.com if you ain't got either one of those.
This is awesome. Very nice.
YouTube.
Yep. Check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok.
Go see YouTube.
Foxtrot Defense Airsoft.
Ooh, man, he does it every time. The Foxtrot Defense, period, Airsoft. Period, you can't find. Like, period.
Grammar.
Yeah, that's right. Do what you love.
And love what you do.
Thank you for watching, and good night.
Great day.
I didn't say too many fucks, did I?